Hello everyone, JRDeal96 here with a brand new reaction. As you can tell by the title, it's another Jacksepticeye video, and it's a pretty interesting one. As you could tell, Jacksepticeye is, I guess, playing Uncharted with Tom Holland. You know, the person who's also playing Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie that's coming out later this week. Now, this video obviously reminds me a lot of the video that Sean did back in 2018, almost 4 years ago, where Sean did a video with Ryan Reynolds and they were playing Deadpool, the video game, together, talking about Deadpool 2, because that was coming out at that time. So my guess is this is pretty much the same equivalent. So they're playing Uncharted, and then they're going to kind of, in a way, talk about, you know, the Uncharted movie, etc., and stuff like that. So, who knows? But again, the biggest question I'm wondering is, I don't think I have heard Sean ever, you know, bring this up at all. Has he seen Spider-Man No Way Home yet? Because obviously he's standing right next to one of the Spider-Men, Peter 1. So, maybe. I hope he has, because unfortunately the pandemic, he got COVID around the time when the movie came out, so he didn't really have a chance to go see it, so that sucked. But anyways, I might as well just get right into this and see what, you know, how they interact with each other, you know? So, without further ado, let's react to this video, shall we?
Okay,
let's do this. All right.
Uncharted 4, you too. I assume you've played this game.
I have played this game. This game was actually my first introduction into the Uncharted world.
Okay. As with many people, I played this game on my YouTube channel. I played through the whole thing.
Okay.
So many people had never seen Uncharted before, and this was kind of the one that I mean, this is probably the reason why the movie's made.
Yeah, I think this game is the one that we took most inspiration from.
Right.
This game is so cinematic, and its story
I
is so
think that could be a
adventurous and
big
exciting.
problem.
Yeah, a lot of this
Tomb Raider
game
kind
is
of took
what
a lot
inspired
from
our film.
Shadow of the
Yeah.
Tomb Raider, and it
young Drake
bombed.
in the movie, but we're going to be playing as
That's
the
what I've
older
heard.
Drake,
Okay.
as Nolan North. Have you
Nice.
met Nolan?
I have, yeah. We actually shot a scene together in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
It meant
really?
a lot to me because I really wanted his approval.
I guess the guy who
because
voices
he
him in the
created this
games.
character and brought him to life, and you know he's
Right.
sort of passing on the baton. And he was very gracious about the whole thing and was very supportive.
Yeah.
It's
He's
weird
he's
seeing,
he's
you know,
actually a
Tom
good friend
Holland
now.
with longer
no,
hair
I texted him
now,
after the
like
movie, I was
this. Is he growing it out for like a
like,
role?
'Cause I kept looking for him in the background, see if he was like waving. or anything.
Yeah.
I had a feeling he'd be in it. But
Yeah, no, good.
we're gonna kick this off.
Right,
at
what part of the game is this?
I don't know.
Oh, this is so
This
sick.
is like the part of
We
the game.
tried to figure out how to do this in the film.
So I'm actually gonna hand this to you
Oh.
to see.
Handing over the
I'm gonna see
reins
if
to
you
Tom
actually do
Holland.
yourself and not
Oh,
He immediately
No,
crashes.
something
Tom!
you actually do in your spare time.
I'm pretty sure he had to do a lot of research on this game series, you
Yeah.
know, when
'Cause
he
I
was
imagine
cast.
You have a bunch of younger brothers. I imagine you guys play games every now and then.
I am a much more outdoorsy person than I am an indoorsy
Yeah, I
person.
think Tom
Oh, goodness.
probably doesn't seem like a guy that
Go
would
this
play
way.
video games a lot.
Nice.
Go, no, reverse.
Well, at least you know the controls.
I mean, for me, like, if I'm in my trailer and I'm not working, I will,
There's no one to judge you there.
it's not so much judge, it's just, I just love being outside. Oh, I died.
You died.
What level is this? Is on a hard difficulty?
I
This.
think this is normal.
No, it's not. I refuse to believe.
It's okay.
Maybe I'm just going too fast. Okay.
It's okay. I don't think anyone will blame you. I can
crap.
take over at the later section when it gets a lot harder.
Ah, bro, this is definitely not on normal.
He put it on the legendary
Just
difficulty.
keep your finger pressed down and just
Telling Tom
brace
how to
yourself.
play the game.
I mean, you did shit like this in the movie.
I know, but it was fake. It wasn't real. And we
Yeah.
all, this is very much real.
Yeah, this is very real.
I remember we were shooting Spider-Man Homecoming, and they were like, we need you to come to set, and we were playing this level, and it was like, we can't come to set right now. Ah, man.
Doing good.
It's
All
got
right.
terrible handling in this car.
Do you have a license in real life? Can you drive?
Are you saying that sarcastically because of my driving in this game? I do have a driving license, and
Okay.
I'm delighted to say that I have never been in a car accident.
Really?
I've driven down.
I've never driven down a street before. I will say that. I've never driven.
I never
through-
did
Wow.
driven down a street.
Sometimes I do think with these games, at what cost to find the treasure, you know? Like, how many people have we probably killed doing
Yeah,
this?
you've just ruined entire.
You
families'
ruined a bunch
livelihoods.
of shops,
Yeah.
you know.
It's the truck's in the way, man. Fuck off. Yeah, at one point we were talking about trying to recreate this in the film.
Steps.
I see steps, and I'm listening, and I'm following, and I'm
Yeah,
achieving.
just follow Sean's
We
lead,
wanted to
buddy.
try and figure out how to bring this to life, but it was at the time with time constraints, something we just couldn't do.
So they, I guess
so
they tried to
maybe in the
recreate this
future-
Well, there's
whole
plenty of
sequence.
other
Did you
big-
just see how good that drift was?
That was amazing.
Yeah,
I didn't wanna, like,
JD
get your attention
Thrift.
much of it.
Oh! I jinxed it. Go, mate. Go.
Hey,
There's a lot of
jinx
crazy
himself.
stuff still in the movie. Go to the right. Oh,
Oh!
fucked it up. Okay, you're going back up to the left.
Yeah, I got it. Little reverse.
I'll be your driving instructor.
It's like we're a rally car team.
Yeah, hard left, over crest.
Harbour left, over crest.
Oh,
And
boy.
That's not what you said.
No,
Yeah.
but
Okay,
you
I'm
did
doing
it.
I'm
So
doing it, I'm
You
doing
did
it.
it. You're good. You're good, Tom.
Right, okay.
It's going to get a lot more difficult in like 2 minutes.
This is terrible. They
Yeah.
really
This
need
is
to go back
awesome,
and
though.
also
In
found
general,
gold.
this whole
Everyone
video is
in
just
this
probably the
village.
best
that's
thing
why they're
ever.
seeking it. Because they realized
I
they
never
just
thought I
destroyed
would
the
see
church before
this, you know, seeing Tom Holland and Sean doing a
Okay.
video together.
Alright, so now I'm gonna have to
In a
start
way.
shooting people, right?
Yeah. So I was going to ask, since you got to do so much in this movie.
Yes.
Because we've seen the Spider-Man movies and everything, and we talked about that before, but so much of the Spider-Man stuff is like hidden behind masks, and we don't know
Yeah.
how much is actually you versus
Sure.
stunt team and everything. But this movie,
Yeah,
when I
that's
watched
another
it,
thing too.
there was so many scenes where I was like, wait, you're actually doing that.
Right.
So was it more intense doing this than a Spider-Man movie from a stunt side of things?
It absolutely was. You
I
know,
can only
not
imagine
only is
it
it
was
that you have
much
the,
of a
the luxury of the
pain.
mask of Spider-Man, you also have the luxury that he is a superhero, so he is supposed to do things that humans just can't do.
Right.
So there's an element of CGI, digital takeovers that make some of the sequences simpler, and it's also a different
Sure.
process. You know, a lot of a lot
Whoa.
of stunts are done on the mocap stage, where we
Oh,
are sort of
mocap and
designing
all
body
that shit.
language for a flying Spider-Man.
Yeah. Like references.
That's the
Yeah,
future,
exactly.
motion
But with
capture.
Uncharted, obviously, we didn't have that.
You didn't go that
luxury.
extreme with the mocapping.
I'm doing pretty well, actually.
You are.
Oh, okay.
This is where things get very tricky.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Nice.
Where am I supposed to go?
Just hang out. Just
Hang
have
on.
Fun.
Just hang on for dear
Don't get
life.
hit by a boat.
Oh!
Ow.
Maybe not like that though.
Fairly.
Okay, I know how to do it now. Oh, I can shoot while
Yeah.
I'm swinging.
And if you want to go up and down the rope, you just hold L1 to do it.
Crap!
You got it.
Up we go, mate. Up
Look
we go.
at
Up
you.
we go.
Now
Up we
you,
go.
there
He's
you
got
go,
some
shit.
serious upper body strength, doesn't he?
Yeah, you did that in the movie. You were climbing ropes.
I was climbing ropes, actually. Yeah.
It's very impressive.
Mate, I'm so
Nice.
bad at shooting games.
It's totally fine. You got him.
Okay, I did it.
One
so I
murder
should try
down.
and climb up. I should try and climb up.
Yeah, you should be
there.
always progressing.
Okay, I got it. Get on the truck. Get on the truck.
You got this. Just
Jeez.
several dozen more dudes you have to kill. You might want to not get shot as well.
How do I? Oh, that's not where you.
Well, you press the right button. You're just not in it.
Okay.
There you go. I will say you're doing a lot better than I thought you would. I don't know if that's because I'm a terrible person for thinking you were doing badly, or because I didn't think you actually.
Maybe
played
you
video games
are.
as
I
much.
don't know.
I just love this game. It's so exciting.
Yeah, it immerses you.
Yeah, and
You're
that
so
was
stuck
what
in
we
it.
wanted to try and create with the film was this, you know, experience similar to the games, but from a story point of view that we've never seen before.
Right. Yeah, because you got to play young Drake. You're not mass murderer Drake as he is right now.
Yeah, that's another thing that we really did try to.
Yeah, that's I think a lot of people had
come
an
across,
issue
'cause I do
with
think
when he was
sometimes in these
initially
films,
cast. Like,
he-
you're gonna do.
Oh!
He's too young to play Nathan
He,
Drake, and I'm like thinking it could be like a young
Nice.
origin story of him.
That dead guy just in there.
You did that.
I did. We didn't want him to just be this kind of ruthless killer, because I do sometimes think in the video game it's like, did that guy really need to die?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
treasure. Yeah, I mean it's something that
That's
gets brought up in
every
the games a
game.
lot as well, that he's
Every
kinda just
game,
killing
like
people and
even
making
the
jokes about it,
Spider-Man
but
PS4 game,
It's a video
some of
game.
the stuff that you do to these poor
What's your favorite
criminals, it's like that they should be
My favorite
dead.
game is a game called Bloodborne,
Okay.
which
what's
is
that?
very intense, where you go around.
Even Batman as well.
Basically injecting yourself with blood and killing monsters.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
if I can
assume
boil it down.
Some sort of special blood, I assume.
Yes, healing blood. You're doing great. You can also jump to those, I think, if you want, but I don't know if you have to.
Sean runs to
Eventually,
the
your
car.
brother's going to show up and kill people with you.
I am out of bullets.
There you go. Steal his wallet. Steal his necklace. Steal the Jeep.
This would be such a cool scene to.
Yeah.
Do
You
think
should
would've
have done
got to do the whole
that.
thing, driving and
It would have
everything.
been a big wanna, just like this.
All in
I
one
overtake
take.
them, I feel like I would
Yeah,
do.
bash into them. I think you can still shoot too. Oh wait, no, it's the different button. There you go. You gotta grab that one.
Why did L1 just pop up there?
It'll pop up again if you get close. There you go.
Oh, mate, that was not a good idea.
Yeah,
Nathan.
that's not the smartest
That was
decision
not
you
a
could
good
have made.
idea.
Yeah, literally go into the ring, like.
What about my sweaty hands? That
That's
was a bit
okay.
stressful.
It was very stressful. But I was gonna ask if you had, because it's such like a stunt-heavy movie, if you did have any stunts that you enjoyed doing, or like stuff that you don't normally get to do, but you were happy that you got to do it like for real.
Something that I always really enjoy is water work. I really like working with water, so we've got two.
He's
really
almost
impressive
drowned
sequences
in almost
film
all of his
that are
movies.
based around water.
The Impossible he's
Obviously,
well
one being
known
in the
for,
well, and the other one,
which is
you know,
based off the
driving van, we got to
2004
drive off the coast of
Indian Ocean
Barcelona.
tsunami.
And like drive into real caves and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Whoever that guy jumping off that motorbike is
Idiot.
He's,
ballsy.
I mean, he's just learning from Nate.
Something I really enjoyed was like the designing of some of the fight scenes.
Oh,
Trying
yeah.
to figure out ways to make something we haven't seen before, taking, you know, ideas from the game and turning it into something new.
Yeah. Did you get to choreograph much of that yourself?
It wasn't so much my choreography. It
Choreography,
was
there you go, Chef.
my
There you go, Tom.
inspiration, something that I
So
don't run
that,
your
that comes from
program.
a guy who says quizzes
I
as
wanted
quizzies and
See, and
croissant
then I
as
would pass that
quaxon.
idea off to the stunt team, and then they would come back with a whole
Right.
load of different ideas.
Yeah. Luckily, we got to our brother.
Yeah,
This ended
nice.
before that. We
No.
Oh,
And that's it. Cliffhanger. Does Nate
Brilliant.
survive or does he die? Watch the movie to find out.
Watch
we
the
don't know, 'cause
movie.
This is actually after the movie, so he survived.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to like drive.
I get it.
people
I get
to
it. You're
go-
trying to get people to see the film. I
Yeah,
like it.
do you
I
not want them
appreciate
to
it.
see the movie?
I want them all to see the
Of
film.
course.
It's a lot of fun.
Good. Well, I'm glad we got to do this. This is
Yeah,
fun.
me too. That was well fun.
Yeah, instead of just like sitting across from each other, dead eye contact.
Did you bring that PlayStation?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice. I was going to say if it was Sony's, can someone put that in my room? But...
You can borrow it if you
No,
want.
The
no,
PS5.
Well,
Well,
thank you
thanks
so
for
much.
that, mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
that
because
was
it's
a lot
how
of fun.
rare it
Super fun.
is.
Thank you.
Wicked.
Thanks, guys.
I'm actually really chuffed with how I did that.
Yeah, you did really well.
Yep, there you go. The Uncharted movie.
Exclusively in movie theaters.
February 18th. Oh my god. Yeah, that was awesome to see. You know, seeing them, you know, talking about, you know, the movie in a way, or just talking about, like, the game. And, like, seeing Tom Holland, you know, trying to, like, you know, figure out what to do here. And, you know, again, he even talked about, like, how they took a lot of inspiration from this particular game. I don't know which one. I think it's... I don't know which Uncharted game it is, but it's, like, one of the, like, recent ones. Like, I don't necessarily play Uncharted. Like, I've always heard of it. And I know it's from the same developers who made the original Crash Bandicoot trilogy, Naughty Dog. They did the Uncharted games. But I never really got into those games. Like, I tried, but they're like, it's not my kind of game. It's not my cup of tea. Like, if you like it, that's totally fine. But it's just, like, don't try to force it on me. But just to see, you know, Tom, you know, trying to, you know, figure out what's going on and trying to get through this game without dying. And he's like, did you put this on the, you know, the hard difficulty? You know, and stuff like that. So, yeah, that was pretty funny, you know. But when I mentioned earlier that, you know, that could be what they were saying, like they took a lot from, like, this one particular Uncharted game, I feel like that could be a crucial mistake, because Tomb Raider, you know, the Tomb Raider movie they recently made a few years ago, pretty much is a live action Shadow of the Tomb Raider, or Legend of the Tomb Raider. I don't know which one it's called. It's based off pretty much one of the recent Tomb Raider games that they made. And it's like, why go see a live action version of it? Then, you know, you could easily just go play it at home. It's like, dude, like, that's like the one thing that clearly you made the mistake of doing. Like, you should have not done that. You should have came with something a little bit more original with that, or take some inspirations but not completely rip it off entirely. But they ripped off entire sequences from the game and stuff like that. And I feel like this is what, no matter how big and how spectacular and spectacle and they are, it's like you're just gonna alienate the audience and like, hey, I've just seen this in the video game on my small 50-inch 4K TV, like, you know, stuff like that. I have no idea, but that's my personal opinion. I remember seeing, you know, from Phil Mento, I think that's who that's his the user, the YouTube channel. He does all these, you know, anatomy of failures and, you know, successes. He did where I found that I, you know what I mentioned about, you know, pretty much completely, you know, taking the video game and making it into an actual live action movie, is because he was talking about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie and saying that how Sonic the Hedgehog was able to do something that Warcraft, Assassin's Creed, and Tomb Raider didn't do. Be successful. You know, like, and I did not mention Detective Pikachu. That's another, you know, it did well enough and it was decent enough. But Sonic was like one of the very first, like, you know, really successful, you know, video game movies, you know, made and stuff like that. So that was awesome to see. So that's where I got that, you know, point from. Like, I heard him say that. I'm like, that kind of makes... That's kind of a pretty, you know, weird that they did that. But anyways, I wish that, you know, Tom, you know, like, you know, with Sean, Jacksepticeye, I hope Jacksepticeye saw Spider-Man No Way Home. I hope he did. Because it would be such a bummer if he hasn't yet. The movie has been out for nearly 2 months. It's the highest grossing film, like, you know, of 2021 in the whole pandemic era and everything like that. It's made over $1.7 billion. And everyone and their mother and their grandmother has probably seen it a bunch of times. You know, it's ridiculous. Like, I get, like, you know, especially at that point when, you know, Spider-Man No Way Home came out. A couple weeks in, that's when, you know, cases started to rise again and theaters started to close. I'm like, oh no, I hope he gets a chance to see it before all, you know, the shit hits the fan again on, you know, Brighton and everything. But I hope he saw No Way Home. But again, what's even more crazier, he uploaded this on his birthday, February 7th. So that was cool. So that's like, how crazy is it that on his birthday, on his YouTube channel, he uploads a video of playing Uncharted with Tom Holland, the guy who plays Spider-Man in the MCU and plays Nathan Drake in the new Uncharted film. So that's awesome. But I honestly hope, I'm not saying that the movie is doomed to fail. I'm saying is that I feel like the movie will do well. I feel like the movie will do decently well, but I hope it's not a complete commercial failure, you know? So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's reaction. If you like what you saw here, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram because I'm going to call it some Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, myself. I also act as a cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRDL96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.